Pokemon fact. Spiders are scary. So today we're going to channel our inner Batman and become what we fear the most. Except we can't become a spider because it's not possible and it's a video game. So we're just going to be using one. But I just wanted to throw a Batman reference in there because I like Batman. Internet, good morning. My name is PkmnTrainerSteve, and welcome to the series where I talk about specific movesets of specific Pokemon to help you guys get a competitive edge, and of course, to help you guys learn a little bit about the options that exist with other Pokemon. Instead of making one video per Pokemon, we will break this down individually so you can go set by set and learn the differences in a little more depth. Today we're going to be talking about Assault Vest Araquanid. Now, the moveset that we have prepared for it is, of course, Water Bubble ability, which means the Araquanid cannot be burned, and it gets a 50% boost to all Water-type moves on top of the stab, meaning Water-type attacks are going to do a significant amount of damage. Of course, the item is Assault Vest, boasting that 132 base special defense, and he's got even 92 base defense, so even some physical attacks, you're not going to be fearing all that much either. Brave Nature, in case you want to tech this on a Trick Room set. Now, you could also go Modest, but its speed is already its worst stat anyway, so you might as well just not even worry about that in the first place. 252 HP because, well, he has a significant defense, as we noted before, so you want to help that out a little bit, and you don't really need to run max special defense. That's why we're going 252 attack as well, and 4 special defense. This to make it both an optimal special defender and a significant attacker, all in one dangerous set. The moveset is, of course, Liquidation, gets that Water Bubble plus stab boost. Leech Life to get recovery back. Pokemon with Assault Vest to get recovery moves are fantastic. Poison Jab for that extra little damage on those fairy types. And of course, Mirror Coat to catch your opponents off guard for a potential KO where another attack might not have done it. So let's get right to the damage calcs. I have prepared a list of a few Pokemon about what they can do to this Araquanid set and then what Araquanid can do back to help prove my point. First is Tapu Koko, a modest life orb, a very common Tapu Koko set that we're seeing with Thunderbolt does 76 to 89.1%. A Liquidation from that Araquanid does 84 to 99.3. So if you're not feeling like you're going to take him out of Liquidation, you can always fire off a nice Mirror Coat. Thunderbolt won't kill you. Mirror Coat will just zap it back to the fucking Stone Age. Now let's say their modest life orb, a set that we'd also see once in a while. Thunderbolt does 80 to 94.8%, so not even a modest life orb Tapu Koko can take you out. How about a Alolan Raichu? We've seen that guy kicking around for a little bit. Thunderbolt does 49 to 59% with Thunderbolt. Modest choice specs, the most powerful possible. Alolan Raichu, of course not in electric terrain, does 61 to 73.1%. Now, Liquidation can do 136 to 160 back, or even a Leech Life can OHKO Alolan Raichu. So all the damage does to you, you fire for nice Leech Life, get back all of that HP, and Alolan Raichu is no longer a problem to you. How about Taboo Laelia, a Pokemon so strong there are already people calling for it to go Uber? Well, Taboo Laelia with a modest choice Scarf with a Psychic can do 38 to 46%. Not even a 2 KO. Timid Spec Psychic, a set you're also seeing once in a while, does 53 to 62% with a Psychic. A 2 KO, yes, but then will die to a subsequent Mirror Coat back from Araquanid. Or if you're not feeling Mirror Coat, you're thinking they might go for a Calm Mind, instead go for Liquidation. Does 93 to 110%. That is a dead Taboo Laelia. Next up on the docket, Modest Specs Magearna with a Fluid Cannon. 55 to 65% Liquidation, doing 61.9 to 73.5 back. But there's also an Assault Vest Mirror Coat 1-hit KO back if it hits you with a Fluid Cannon. Nihilego Timid Life Orb Power Gem, doing 53 to 64%. That's a 2-hit KO. But it is dead if you choose to go for Mirror Coat. Liquidation, though, doing 207 to 244%, so why would you ever risk it? Unless you're trying to make plays, there's no need. Araquanid can deal with Nihilego easy. How about a modest Scarf Magnezo? We've been seeing that guy around the OU metagame for a little bit as well. Thunderbolt doing 51.4 to 61.7 damage. Just barely a 2 KO. Liquidation does 54 to 64% back, but a Mirror Coat, that's a dead Magnezone. How about a modest Life Orb Vikavolt, boasting an incredible attack stat of over 140 base. Thunderbolt does 72 to 86%. Not an OHKO. Liquidation doing 63 to 75% back, or Mirror Coat taking that thing out. And finally on the docket is Drampa, a very powerful special attacker introduced in the 7th gen metagame. Modest Life Orb Dracometer does 49 to 58%. Now, Liquidation only does 32 to 38%, and Leech Seed only does 31 to 37%, so you're going to have to rely on Mirror Coat to take this thing out. If Drampa gets into Berserk range, that modest Life Orb Draco meter is going to be doing 74.2 to 87.4%, but it will still die to a well-placed Mirror Coat. So the verdict on Assault Vest Araquanid is simple. It cannot switch into the most powerful special attacks, but very few OHKO threats. That means you can essentially 1v1 almost any specially attacking Pokemon in the metagame. Of course, as long as you are at full HP. Even if you take 25% from rocks, there is still a cornucopia of moves you can live from potential threats, as shown by the damage calcs presented in this video. If played correctly, Araquanid can always score an OHKO on a specially attacking Pokemon, which is a fantastic crutch to have. Or even worst case, you are doing a significant amount of damage with Liquidation to a lot of these threats. So even if they predict you to go for that Miracle, and you can obviously play around that and hit him with a Liquidation, you are talking about significant damage from a Pokemon that's meant to be a special tank. This has been the first episode of my moveset, guys. If you guys could please leave a like if you enjoyed it. And of course, comment below Pokemon you would like to see me discuss further. I want to do one of these a week if you guys like them. If not, that's fine. But either way, I will see you guys next time. Peace.